Hey, what's going on everybody? This is Ctrl-Alt-Bang, here today to talk about something that has been digging in the back of my mind like a group of Chilean miners trying to dig their way closer to Elon Musk's submarine. Too soon? My bad. So I was sitting in my truck earlier today and I saw an article from The Verge. Yes, that Verge.
Some tweezers to tighten up the wires.
In big bold letters I read, Meta says it's deleting all Oculus accounts at the end of the month. Now, this article was released on March 1st of this year, so just 6 days ago at the time of this recording, and it goes on to explain that all Oculus accounts that have not been transitioned into Meta accounts will be permanently deleted along with all purchases up to and including all games, movies, DLCs, and store credit by the end of the month. So, less than 30 days from now. Now, one thing I've been seeing a lot in regards to this in comments is the decision from Meta is that, well, this is just the cost of doing business with Meta, which I agree, that's a fair point. If you don't want a Facebook account, don't buy the Facebook headset. Simple as that, makes sense, right? Buy one of the other standalone devices on the market. Until you realize that there aren't really any other standalone devices out there. Look, apart from the Apple Vision Pro headset that released earlier this year, which, let me just add, possesses the tiniest fraction of an already dwindling game library when compared to the Quest platform, and wasn't even designed with games in mind in the first place. Add on top of that the exorbitant price tag, and you can see why people looking to getting into VR gaming would not choose that and probably just go with the Quest lineup. There really isn't any other option for VR gaming without a dedicated PC to help run the games. Side note, I'm pretty sure the main demographic of the Apple Vision Pro is 50-year-old dads wanting to sit courtside at an NBA game or getting a lap dance from Ice Spice with those cold, dead eyeball projections. Another point that I've heard thrown around is, hey, just suck it up and create a Meta account. It's free, it takes 5 minutes. Once again, fair point. It's easy to do and does not take long at all. But I don't think it's news to anyone that not everybody is exactly on the Facebook bandwagon. There's tons of people who'd prefer to keep a smaller digital footprint. Maybe the only type of online interaction that you have up until this point is just the weekly Tuesday night game of Poker Stars with your buddies from the VFW, swapping stories about, burning huts in Nam and the sound of babies screaming while napalm slowly melts their flesh. The cries of the mothers. I can still hear them, Frank. It doesn't stop. Can you hear them, Frank? Can you? Look, the point I'm trying to get at is this. In a world where everybody and everything is online and every aspect of your life is tracked, from where you check in to eat breakfast to how long you spend hiding in the office bathroom playing Raid Shadow Legends, a large number of people just want to be left alone. And if Facebook announced back in 2014 when they purchased Oculus that all headsets released will require a Facebook account, yeah, they probably would have lost some sales. But the people who bought into it would know exactly what they were getting into, and we wouldn't have all this surrounding the game. The people who were okay with Zuckerberg knowing how often they try to pick up cute anime waifus in VR chat would buy the headset, and those who don't, wouldn't. Easy. But instead, Facebook allowed the users to operate the Quest headsets for 5 years before putting the screws to the player base and threatening to delete their accounts and all the content unless they bow down to their demands. I don't know, it seems kind of messed up if you ask me. But, there is something we're seeing a lot of lately, and in an ever-increasingly digital world, it feels like we're just becoming more and more constrained on what we can and can't do for our entertainment. Remember a few months back when Sony found themselves in controversy by announcing they plan on deleting the PlayStation TV application and all users would lose all of their movies and TV shows that they fully bought. Let me emphasize that. They bought the content, okay? This isn't like a rental thing. They bought these movies. And now we're seeing familiar instances pop up with Funimation and Crunchyroll merging, and they're deleting everyone's anime libraries. Now, I'm just going to say right here, before all this starts out, I am very scared to see what happens, but also very excited to know what happens when you get between a NEET and his Naruto. But yeah, this is happening practically everywhere, and there's really no avoiding it. Look, server space isn't free, and companies know that. So to free up server space and protect their bottom line, they'll periodically shut you off from your content that you have legally purchased. It's shitty, but it is what it is. Welcome to 2024. Whenever you purchase a digital product, whether it be a video game, TV show, movie, artwork, etc., you aren't purchasing the product. You're purchasing the rights to access that product until the product holder decides to stop providing it. Look, I'm going to repeat that again just to make sure it's crystal clear. You do not own anything. You own the possibility of accessing the content until daddy says it's bedtime. Every time I look for a movie on Amazon and I see those two options, buy for $20 or rent for $5, I just can't help but giggle like a little schoolgirl because it's the same thing. It really is. Look, at the end of the day, these practices aren't going anywhere. Companies are going to keep being greedy and we're just going to keep falling for it. Completely off topic, but I just read about Wendy's new surge pricing strategy. That's going to go over well. I'm excited to see how that goes too. But yeah, just more greedy corporate bullshit. Getting back into it, the only way to ensure that you really own a product is to obtain physical ownership. No matter how many times HBO wipes their servers or trades licenses, I will always have the Band of Brothers Steel box set. Nothing can change that. Physical ownership isn't your bag. You can always, take to the high seas, if you know what I mean. Look, I'm not a huge advocate for piracy, but I admit I'm getting more comfortable with the idea. Sure, it's technically theft, but isn't that exactly what these streaming platforms are doing when they remove media that people have legally purchased? So look, I'll just leave it with this. It sucks what Facebook is doing, but this could have been seen a mile away. Facebook is becoming less and less popular, and just like Netflix cracking down on password sharing, Facebook is trying to get as many people signed up to the platform as possible. So if you don't already have an account and would like to make one, hey, have fun. If you plan on giving Zuckerberg the middle finger and getting rid of your Oculus, hey, have fun too. I just hope nobody ends up in the hole too much money when the ban hammer comes down. Anyway, this has been Ctrl-Alt-Bang. Have a great day, and I'll see you all next time.